Hello, today we will be discussing the career report for both the electrical and computer engineering bachelor's programs. From our National Association of Colleges and Employers, they do a lot of research across all industries, also asking students what the top two reasons of coming to college are. Through the Career Center, a survey is also done to see how this particular student population aligns with national averages. For the past 10 years, our data has remained the same, according to the national averages, that the top two reasons why students attend college are to study an academic subject of interest and also to prepare for a specific career or industry. These have remained consistent, and that is why it is so key and important for career services as well as academic departments to partner on these initiatives to help students prepare for their future career. I want to introduce some information, some survey data that we collect on a yearly basis. The first survey is our Next Destination survey, which goes out to all graduates in May, August, and December. This information is technically from 2024, but we also have data on all the preceding years for the last 10 years. And you can check our survey data on our website if you want to see additional years. For the year of 2024, though, all of the graduates within electrical engineering, we have a really strong knowledge rate of 78%, meaning that we know about 78% of what students are doing full-time or enrolled in continuing education, etc. About 32% of students actually took the survey, which is a little bit lower, but still an adequate number for details. But you can notice that a lot of students out of this program are working full-time upon graduation, which is a really great number. Some are enrolled in continuing education, and a few are actually starting their own businesses, which is really awesome. In addition, we can see some of the main employers that our students 1 year out are actually working at. Salary on this particular survey is not required, and so the salary is not always consistent depending on the range, depending on the industry, and also living location where these students are moving to. But the average salary that we do have on record is around $100,000. A lot of these graduates from this program are staying within North Carolina, which provides a really strong alumni base for these students. And for the students who are attending continuing education, they are choosing UNC Charlotte for their master's and further education postmasters. For our computer engineering students, we have about a 75% knowledge rate and a lot lower survey rate, unfortunately. But even though we have a low survey rate, our knowledge rate is high enough for us to have a good idea of where these students are going. Almost 80% are enrolled full-time, which is a really strong number, and the rest of the students are enrolled in continuing education. We do have a sample of employers who are hiring our students out of this program, as you can see. We did not get any salary information from our student survey, but we do know most students are living in North Carolina, similar to the other electrical students. NC State is another draw for these students, in addition to UNC Charlotte for graduate school. From our Lightcast report, Lightcast is a survey that we pay for that looks at over 100 different public profiles and then scans and estimates where our alumni are based on the past 10 years. And so over the past 10 years, from 2015 to 2025, for electrical engineering, we have over 364 profiles that have been matched for alumni. Of these alumni, 80% are still residing in the region. Again, a very strong alumni base for this program. The estimated wage of what these alumni are currently earning is roughly $80,000 with a potential wage of $115,000, meaning that there's a huge area here where alumni can continue growing in both their skill development and also their ability to do salary negotiation and promotion of their skill sets within or even in new companies. On the computer engineering side, we have 253 profiles over the last 10 years and a very strong 88% still residing in the region. The estimated wage for these individuals is $77,000 with again, that potential wage of $116,000. So a really strong salary base here for these students, especially at the undergrad level, with a huge amount of room for improvement and personal branding. When we start looking at the exact industries, big industries that these students are going into, the electrical students are going into a lot of those professional and scientific and technical services. Some are going into utilities, computer and electronic products and manufacturing, transportation, national security, machine manufacturing, and some wholesale. When you get to the other category, these are such small number jobs that they were all lumped together. But you can see some of the majority industry areas that these students are going into. For computer engineering, you'll see that they're very closely aligned with the other area. So professional, scientific, and technical services, computer and electronic product manufacturing, credit, transportation, national security, utilities, and a few going into the publishing industry, which is a little bit different than our former data. For occupations for electrical, these are actual job titles of alumni. So you can see how a lot of them do have to do with electrical type wording, electrical engineers, software developers, industrial engineers, architectural and engineer managers, sales managers, and project managers. So a lot of really great job titles. This is really helpful for students, especially as they are looking for internship opportunities as well as full-time careers to use a variety of search language when they are looking for opportunities. Similar, computer. So we're looking at a little bit more software, a little bit more of the computer systems analytics, industrial engineers, electronics again, and software quality assurance analyst and testers comes up in this category. When we look at employers who are hiring these students, there are some overlaps between electrical and computer. But you can see for electrical, Duke Energy, the Naval Air Systems, Qorvo, Analog Devices, Power Engineers, etc. Lots of really great companies that both partner with the college as well as attend a lot of our networking events. So when students are coming to our STEM career fairs and also internal different events, networking events through the College of Engineering, these are really great opportunities for students to get in front of employers to learn about both internship and career opportunities, because a lot of the alumni who have already gone before them are actually working at those companies. For computer as well, you can see some very strong names: Wells Fargo, Honeywell, Ford, Naval Air again. Fidelity comes into this group, as well as Tata Consultancy, and also Verizon comes in here. Verizon hires a lot of our technology students as well. When you also look at the region, I mentioned the region for both of these programs is very strong. Even within the Charlotte area, it's still a very strong alumni base. With electrical, we're still looking at about 47% of alumni living in the Charlotte area, which is very, very high, and almost 50% for computer. So very strong alumni base for mentorship, for connection, for networking, learning about different careers through alumni in the immediate area. This is where we get really excited when we start looking at the skill sets that alumni have picked up, both in their jobs, but also in their academic programs. For electrical, you can notice some of the top skills that are found in different alumni portfolios. You can see electrical, of course, Microsoft Office Suite, MATLAB, research, leadership. These are really amazing skills that are very applicable to a lot of employers across industries. When you get to the computer side, obviously this is going to look a little bit more technical, but C++ programming, Python, Microsoft Office Suite again, customer service, those comes in here, leadership, and just lots of other people skills, management, project management, communication, lots of amazing skills coming out of this program as well. When we think about the bridge between what students are learning in the classroom and what employers highly value, you'll notice on the left-hand side some of the main skills that electrical alumni have in their profiles. On the right-hand side, you'll see our 8 different career skills that employers highly value across all industry areas. So all employers very highly value critical thinking, communication, teamwork, technology, leadership, professionalism, career and self-development, and engagement across perspectives. A lot of what students are learning in this program do align with those. And so part of this is really learning how to articulate these skills to employers, knowing that most of the interview questions that employers ask will be based on these 8 career skills. Similar to electrical, computer alumni also have a very strong skill base. A lot of it is technical, but you start having additional soft skills like leadership, critical thinking with that research, communication with customer service, teamwork with management. So lots and lots of different more soft skills, and including those technical skills. And really thinking about how to start talking about the class projects, the research being done, and how that relates to employers and what they highly value and are hiring for. As you have questions about this data, feel free to log onto our website, career.charlotte.edu, where you can continue to explore other data sets, and you can also reach out to us as well. We're happy to help anytime.